Good day, welcome to another edition of our online class. And today we want to talk about the Nemtek Energizers. This is a Nemtek Energizer, but this is a Wizard 4. And this is also a Nemtek Energizer, but this is a Druid 15. Druid 15, right? So I want us to really talk about this comprehensively today, because some persons, even to the extent of asking the questions like, how do I connect the siren? Most times I try as much as possible to see those questions as, okay, maybe these are just trivia questions that you don't feel anybody should ask. But I've been getting some comment regarding that. Okay, show us how you connect this, show us how you connect that. And that is what we want to talk about today. Right here, with these very energizers, this is the Wizard 4. And like it says, this is about 3 point, almost 4 joule, 3 point something joule. Same as this is almost like a 4 joule also. So for this Wizard 4, a Wizard 4 energizer, most times I enjoy using the Wizard 4. I just love it, unlike this. Because this, you can actually connect a keypad to this very energizer. You can connect a keypad, a Nemtek keypad to this. Meaning that is connected. There's a keypad that is designed for the Druid series. You have the Merlin series also. For the Druid series, they have their own keypad that you can use on it, where you can do a couple of things. You can play around with it, increase the voltage of the fans, switch it on, different, just mention them. You can reduce the voltage irrespective of the task you want to do with that. You can perform that with the keypad. It makes it actually more robust with the kind of operation you can carry on with it. I remember some years ago, let's say 10 years plus or 11 years ago, where the previous version of the board we're having for Wizard, I think the very kind of board you're having now, we don't have that type. As at then, we're able to convert a Wizard Energizer Wizard 4 to a Merlin 4. We had a faulty Merlin, so all I did was just remove the IC and I placed it on the Wizard. There's a particular code you just enter on the keypad of that of this board. Automatically you start using the Wizard 4 as a Merlin 4, which uses a keypad. So, but that's just by the way. But these are just the things that you should expect when we're dealing with this. But today I want to also make us understand how this system, how they work. First, maybe I'll start with the Wizard. Now for the Wizard, let's take a look at it. What we have here. Door is open. Okay, sorry. Okay. Now this is how the board for a Wizard looks like. Okay. Now this very terminal, like you can see here, this is where your magnetic switch can be placed to switch on and off the energizer. The magnetic switch that comes with your energizer, and this is it here. Okay, this is for, okay, auxiliary. Okay, this one is for the battery. All right, this most times is for your siren. Sometimes you notice your siren is out, you're not having this here. This can also be the problem. It's a matter of fusing this and this starts working. So this very section, mind you, if you look at this place closely here, the terminals we have here, let's take a look at this. Here, the first terminal here is the siren. You see the positive for the siren and the negative of the siren. And the second is the light, the positive for the light and the negative for the light. These are strobe lights, right? Then this is the switch. The last terminal, it is a switch. The switch is most times used in configuring when the energizer is configured. That's where your input comes in that helps to perform some operation that has to do with remote switching on and off. When you want to add any external I/O device, input and output device. This is where they are connected. Now this is the position for the keypad. Now because this board most times, like I said some years back, we're able to use a wizard for for changing the IC, but this was not the kind of board there. At the middle here, there's a particular IC here. Okay, now this place, these are the jumpers, JP1, JP2, JP3, these ones. That's a section. This is what you use in configuring your Energizer. Now for this variant, this is your tamper. This is your tamper for the Energizer. Most times you want to work on it, you can see this jumper under. If you want to work well with this Energizer and you don't want to cover it, you want to make sure it's on, because this is a kind of a protected device that allows the panel, when it's closed, allow this thing to start working. So, but if you want to bypass that, the tamper, is a matter of closing it. That's why I have this jumper here. Default, it is not there. You can't find this here. I just placed this one here because I was trying some stuff, putting it on while the system is opened. All right, let's go to this other one here. Now, this is the root. All right. Now for the drill, we have almost the same terminal here. This is for the siren. The first one, the plus and the minus, the siren. The next one, plus and minus for the light, which is the strobe. And also the third one is the switch, same as this, configuring it. Here also we have the terminal for configuration, the configuration jumpers. It is here. Use this to configure this. Then this is the tamper for this. Then the jumper, this jumper here is used to bypass this tamper. The jumper here is used to bypass this jumper. Immediately it's closed, there's no need pressing this down. It's already closed here. So that's one section. Okay, this is the battery, the one below. Okay, these are fuse. Okay, let me see. This is the one for the auxiliary. These are for the siren here. While this is for the battery, right? A protection fuse for the battery. So I think you have it almost same thing there. Then let's check out some other parts that we might need to check here. This is the terminal to your fence. Now most times when you see most of our drawing, when you see us we'll say the F out, that's E out, and E fence in. This is the F section of your fence. This section here, this one by your left hand side, and the right hand side is a part for the live in and out, which is the fence out and fence return. Most times default, this F section comes looped. By any time you open any of the Energizer, you see that this terminal, these two here, the first two on the left hand side, they come looped, so they are pre-looped. You see them loop, but this part is left open. So this, because this is the part that goes to the fence, the live section of the fence. So it shouldn't by any means be looped here, because it must be looped from the fence. So this already tells you that your F can be in series, but this no is a no here. Then same here is the same thing here. This is the F pre-looped, and this is always open by just loop for, because we're going to perform some operation this today. So this is what you should expect. This is the fence. Let me take a look at it. The first one out here, this one, the one at the top, is the out, and this is the in. This is fence out, fence in. F out, F in. I guess that is noted. All right. Let's move further. Another thing we need to, this is the charging. This is the cable for power. This is connected to AC source. This is your battery terminal. This one is connected to your battery. But here we don't have AC source today, but we're going to work with the battery. But though I had to come with a 12 volt, 5 amps battery, which will also work perfectly. The only thing with the 5 amps and the 7 amps is just that the 7 amps will last longer while in operation compared to the 5 amps. All right. So let's go into the operation of this device proper. Like I said, maybe it will be easier for me to explain the principles of how this device works, the Energizer works. Because if you truly understand how this works, you will be so concerned on how you loop your fence, how your fence looping is done. You will see that even the design for this Energizer, even from factory, it was meant that the earth, they are pre-looped, right? But the live is always opened. So, and the live, they made it so that we have just two lives, one out and one return. So the idea of going to your fence and start having a series of loop in parallel is something I want us to get this afternoon, right? So we'll be looking at that, and I'll be explaining that in this very video. So let's take a look at how this thing works. All right. Do I put the cover or just... okay, let me do this from here. There's no need putting it in. Make connection with the positive, right? And this is... Okay, let me remove this first. Like, so that I explain this. I've removed the jumper I placed there. Okay, you see? Because this Energizer, this is the way it comes. When the cover is placed here, just watch this. The cover comes in and depresses this. So it means this is ready for it to be switched on. Now I have kind of a key. This is my jacket, which I can use in switching it on. Let's give it a shot. I'm not going to press this. I'm going to try to switch it on. Watch. Did you notice that? Okay, then watch this now. I press here. You see? You see the fence is on. The Energizer is on. Now, immediately I remove my hand off this jumper, it goes off. So what I'm going to do, instead of having my fingers pressing this down, I use the jumper to close that system there, just to bypass the tamper. Okay, now, that's the jumper there. This is the jumper. Means I bypass the tamper, then I cannot switch on. Alright. You see this fence is working because the terminals here, they are all closed. So it means this part is closed, the other one is closed. Now I talked about the principle of operations for Energizer. The Energizer works with number one principle is the shock principle. Another principle is a loop principle, and the third one is the bridge principle. That is bridging the earth and the live. When the cable for the live touches the earth, the alarm goes off. When the live terminal, for example, is opened, the live on the fence there's an intrusion where it's caught, the alarm also go off. Then another condition that make the alarm go off is maybe shock somebody and all that. The alarm also, because there'll be a flow of voltage between the live and neutral, and between live out and the earth. Pardon me. So this is why I said you must have this. So as scenario where you say you want to try use an avometer to test, this is a wrong one. Please take note of that. Don't ever try to use an avometer, because the range of an avometer, most of the avometer will have is just let's say 1,000 volts, some might say 1,600 volts. There's a particular probe that is designed for electric fence that can actually contain because most of these Energizer, you have voltage of over 8,000 volts DC coming out from this stuff. 8,000 volts DC. That's 8,000, some 10,000, but it depends on the kind of Energizer. But you should understand that your regular avometer that has a very low range, voltage range, cannot actually read this. So that's why I would not be testing it with an avometer. But right here, there's a shock here. The only thing I'll need to do here, I want to try the first principle of bridge. Let me try the bridge principle one. One of the principles, I'll need to bridge this and this. So let's, do we try using an avometer to test the output? Please get me your avometer. Let me test this. Let me turn it off first. All right. If you like my jacket, you might ask me to get one for you because mine can actually switch on and off an energizer. Okay, so I'm going to try this. What I'm using this for, I'm not using to check the voltage of the output. I'm going to try the siren section. Let's see what we have there. Okay, come hold this, hold this. You just hold this. Let's see your display. Hold it here in your hand. I want this display. Is that DC? Yes. Okay, now first, this is our siren terminal. We have no voltage there. Right. Okay, I'm going to turn this energizer on and breach the fence and check the output. Okay. Now, these are siren outputs because I don't have a siren here. You see, it is 0. There's no voltage here. Now I'm going to trigger this alarm using the breach principle. Pardon me. So now it means the energizer has been breached. So there should be voltage here going to my siren. Why don't I have voltage? Okay. Okay. That's a 12 volts. It means if my siren is connected here now, I should have output. So, but just watch. I'll turn it off and I'll check that part again. Let's check it out and see if we have voltage. Nice, out. No voltage. Let's put on the fence again. Let's try. See, no voltage. All right, it means as I time I trigger the alarm, breach the fence, the alarm actually went off. So that's why we had that voltage here. Can I try that again before shutting it down? Let me breach it again. Okay, let me test. Try that again. You see the voltage? We have the voltage, yes. That's 12 volts. Means that's working fine. Good. So this is one principle of operation. I might need to try the other principle, which has to do with opening the circuit, right? When the circuit defense is, for example, you have a single line. A line, your loop is in series, not parallel, where you have double loop, because if it's in parallel, you still have feedback to the energizer. If this line will actually go to the fence and return this way, let's assume this is just it. I'm going to try breach this. Okay. So I want to try open this. I hope my wire is well insulated and I don't touch the wall. Maybe I would have used something longer. Let me just assume I'm taking this out. It's been opened. You see, it's just as if I'm cutting the cable on the fence because I just opened the terminal now. Because it's open, the alarm has gone off again. You see? So this is how you understand the principle of operation of an energizer. Same applies to this, and maybe we need to try this also, but this is how it works. Let me turn it off. Right. All right. I can actually, since it's off, I can actually play with this for now. But if it's on, I won't do that as I receive some shock. Okay, so let's try this other one. Let's assume working. I will need to also cover this and put it on so that we'll see something how this one works when it's on. Okay, let's have this here. Oh, sorry, the bottom is not closed, else the alarm will go off immediately. So let me close the loop under. Okay, this part is looped. All right. Let's remove this also so that we can close this, because this switch terminal it comes with a jumper. If that jumper is opened, this stuff would not work. So let me. I need to get a jumper here. Let me use the jumper for this. Okay, so I need to switch this on. You see, the display on the screen here is good. I don't know if you can see well from there, but this is good. Showing the fence is all right, that the Energizer is working. Okay, like I said, if this loop is out, this one here, the Energizer will not turn on it. So because this also is used to configure the Energizer. So let me try breach the fence using my jumper. Yeah. Now, the alarm has gone off. You can hear that sound telling you that the fence has been breached. Security breach here. So you keep hearing this, then it means the siren automatically will go off. Immediately this sound comes up. So until this is shut down or the battery is down, power is out, it continues. Now, this is it. I just turn it off. Okay, so it's all applies the same way here. If this one is open, if it's on, this is open, cut is broken, the alarm goes off. If it's breached, the alarm goes off. So they are just the same thing. So this is what I want us to understand when it comes to Energizer. And I think in another class we'll be talking about configuration of this. But for now, this is what we're going to deal with today. How your Energizer, how you can actually, how they are actually the things you expect to see. Now, I talked about this part for this one is to the keyboard. You can change this one to the keypad, right? Not the keyboard, the keypad. Connect it to the keypad, then from the keyboard, you can turn this on and off. You can have the keypad at a remote location, maybe some distance in room A, and you can take the other one to your room, your bedroom, you have it close to your bed. You can operate it right from there. Even there's also a panic on the keypad. I think the code there was *9# or something, but a couple of codes then, but I just can't get them right now. But this is what you should understand about your Energizers. These Energizers, if you know how they work, if you know their principle, the principle of operation, then it means at the end of the day, you're looping on the fence. It will also go down to how you connect your fence. So I think for today, this is what we'll be calling it a day. Thank you so much for every of our subscribers. We appreciate you. Thank you for your kind words. And until we meet again in our next class. Do have a lovely day. Bye for now.
Call me Slim Shady, getting the defo tech, no ifs, ands, or maybes. From automation, electronic security in my zone.